So if you're a retail leader, you are constantly being told that AI is the answer to everything. But here's the real question. What is the right problem for AI to solve inside your stores? The one that actually drives profit? Let's get into it.
I know. Plato wasn't exactly a retail guru. But stick with me here, because he totally nailed one of the biggest problems in modern retail. We're often just seeing shadows on the wall, things like foot traffic, transaction counts, while the real story, the truth of why a customer does what they do, stays hidden from view.
Look, let's just cut to the chase. The fundamental challenge you're facing isn't a lack of data, it's a lack of useful visibility, seeing what's happening right when it matters most. What you can see on your website has created this huge expectation that, let's be honest, your physical stores just can't meet right now.
Okay, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the problem itself, then really dig into what it's costing you. After that, we'll slice through the AI hype and focus on what's actually working today. And we'll finish up with a clear, actionable plan for building a much smarter store. E-commerce has completely spoiled us, hasn't it? Online, we've built this incredibly detailed, second-by-second picture of our customers. And that amazing understanding has, maybe without us even realizing it, created a massive visibility gap the second that same customer walks through your front door.
And this right here just lays it all out. Online, you get the whole story, what they searched for, what they saved, what they almost bought. It's a rich narrative. But in the store, you get fragments, foot traffic numbers, maybe some visual cues your associates pick up on, and then, hopefully, the final transaction. But everything in between, the hesitation, the comparison, the almost, it just evaporates into thin air. Okay, so this isn't just some abstract data problem. No, this hits your P&L hard. Flying blind like this is becoming incredibly expensive, and it's mostly because of these huge shifts happening in the retail labor market. And what's really striking here is that this is a global issue. You've got a high quits rate in the US, major worker shortages over in the UK, and turnover issues all across Europe. This isn't just a local headache for one of your markets, it's a systemic pressure that makes every single hour of labor that much more precious and that much more critical to get right. And here's the proof that solving this pays off big time. A randomized experiment at Gap showed that just by implementing better, more stable staff scheduling, which is a direct result of having better visibility, they boosted store productivity by 5.1%. Not only that, sales actually went up. The ROI is just sitting there, waiting. All right, so you've heard the pitch, right? This dream of a magical AI that can spot every single high-value shopper the moment they walk in. It's a fantastic story, but we really need to separate that story from the, well, much more complicated reality.
This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? The idea that AI can see someone lingering by the luxury watches, instantly tag them as high intent, and automatically send your best associate over. It sounds amazing, but when you look for the hard, public evidence that this works reliably for anonymous shoppers, well, it's surprisingly thin. And here's the crucial point. We have the sensors. We can use cameras to see where people walk, what they pick up. The weak link isn't the sensing, it's the identity. The problem isn't seeing what's happening, it's knowing with any real confidence who is doing it and why. And the hurdles to getting that identity piece right are huge. You can only stitch online and offline profiles if a customer basically volunteers to help you. Passive device tracking, it's gotten way less reliable thanks to Apple and Google. And the regulatory risk is very real. Just ask InMarket about their run-in with the FTC. All of this points to one clear best practice. Focus on selective identity, where customers opt in, not on universal surveillance. So instead of chasing this ghost of the perfectly tracked anonymous shopper, let's pivot. Let's talk about the stronger, narrower, and frankly, way more profitable AI applications that are already delivering real results today. Now this is key because it grounds us in reality. Forget the sci-fi stuff for a minute. Let's look at 4 proven workhorses. First, queue management. Just using a camera to see when a line gets too long and prevent people from walking out, that's immediate revenue saved. Second, inventory visibility. Using tech like RFID so your team can actually find that size 10 shoe instead of guessing. Third, omni-channel execution. Basically making your buy online, pick up in-store process super smooth. And finally, known customer clienteling. Focusing on your loyalty members who want you to know who they are. They're not flashy, but man, did they solve real financial pain points. And if you want to see the power of focusing on customers who choose to be known, look no further. Zegna gets over 45% of its boutique revenues from its clienteling system. That's a system built around serving customers who have raised their hand and identified themselves. It's not about surveillance, it's about service. And it drives incredible results.
So how do you actually build this? What's the plan? Well, the goal isn't to build some all-knowing sentient store. The goal is to build an event-driven store, a store that can just see enough of the most important things to act intelligently when it counts. And here's the playbook. It's a simple 4-step loop. Step 1, detect a key event. Along queue forms, a BOPS customer walks in. Step 2, combine that signal with other data. Who's free? Where's the item? Step 3, assign a clear task. Send a prompt to an associate's headset. And finally, step 4, measure the outcome. Did it work? It's logical, it's manageable, and it's incredibly effective.
And really, this is what it all boils down to. With your labor being so scarce and so valuable, the goal of all this tech isn't to replace your people, it's to direct their attention, their scarce human attention, to the exact moments where the expected value is highest. It's about giving your best asset, your team, the visibility they need to win.
So as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with one question to take back to your team. Is your AI strategy built on a really compelling story about finding hidden shoppers? Or is it built on delivering hard, measurable numbers, like fewer walkouts, faster service, and higher conversion? Because honestly, the answer to that question is going to define your profitability for the next 2 years.